The Flight and Fall of Icarus. The myth of Icarus is one of the most well-known and moving stories in ancient Greek mythology. It tells a tale of the pursuit of freedom, human hubris, and the consequences of ignoring caution. This legend serves as a universal lesson about finding balance between ambition and prudence, relevant to people of all eras. Icarus and his father, Daedalus, symbolize two opposing approaches to life: careful, calculated reason and an unrestrained pursuit of dreams. Today, we'll delve into this myth, explore its symbolism, and uncover the lessons it offers to each of us. Mythological context. The story of Icarus is closely tied to the figure of his father, Daedalus. Daedalus was a famous inventor, architect, and sculptor from Athens. His creations were so advanced that they seemed almost magical, showcasing an unrivaled level of craftsmanship. However, this genius led to his downfall and exile. According to one version of the myth, Daedalus killed his talented apprentice, Talus, out of jealousy, fearing competition. As a result, he was forced to flee to Crete, where he found refuge with King Minos. While on Crete, Daedalus created his most famous masterpiece, the Labyrinth, designed to imprison the Minotaur, a monstrous half-man, half-bull. However, Daedalus's life took another turn when he himself became a prisoner. After aiding Queen Pasiphae in fulfilling her unusual desires, a deed that angered Minos, Daedalus and his son Icarus were locked in a tower to prevent the secrets of the labyrinth from being revealed. Refusing to accept imprisonment, Daedalus devised a daring plan to escape. With all land and sea routes guarded by Minos's soldiers, the only path left was through the skies. Using his inventive skills, he began constructing wings out of bird feathers held together with wax. These wings became a symbol of human ingenuity and the drive to overcome limitations. The act of creating them not only highlighted Daedalus's technical prowess, but also underscored the belief that creativity can provide solutions in even the most challenging situations. Once the wings were ready, Daedalus instructed Icarus on how to use them. He gave his son an important piece of advice: fly at a moderate altitude. Flying too low would risk the wings getting wet from the sea, while flying too high would bring them too close to the sun, which could melt the wax. This warning symbolized the importance of moderation in all endeavors. As an experienced inventor, Daedalus understood that success required not just courage, but also caution. However, for the young and impulsive Icarus, the thrill of freedom was too captivating to heed his father's advice. When they finally took flight, the escape initially seemed successful. Father and son soared above the sea, leaving the tower and labyrinth behind. The flight itself symbolized liberation, new hope, and the triumph of the human spirit. Overcome with exhilaration, Icarus felt powerful and invincible. But his excitement soon turned into dangerous euphoria. Ignoring his father's warnings, he ascended higher and higher, drawn toward the sun, unaware that the wax holding his wings together was starting to melt. Daedalus called out to his son, begging him to come back, but Icarus was already beyond reach. He had lost touch with reality, blinded by his newfound experience of boundless freedom. As the wax melted, the wings disintegrated. Helpless and vulnerable, Icarus plunged into the sea, which later became known as the Icarian Sea in his memory. For Daedalus, losing his son was the greatest tragedy of his life. Despite his brilliance, he was powerless to protect Icarus from his own recklessness. This moment underscores the limits of human control. Even the greatest parent or mentor cannot fully shield someone from their own mistakes. Symbolism and philosophy of the myth. The myth of Daedalus and Icarus is rich with layered symbolism, offering profound insights into human ambition, reason, and their limits. Let's examine the key elements of the story and their meanings. Icarus, youth, ambition, and hubris. Icarus embodies youthful energy, passion, and ambition. His desire to soar higher represents humanity's longing to achieve the impossible and reach beyond ordinary limits. However, he also symbolizes how youth, untempered by experience, can disregard warnings and reasonable boundaries. His fall serves as a reminder of the consequences of hybris, excessive pride or overreach, considered one of the most dangerous vices in Greek culture. The Greeks believed that attempts to surpass the gods or defy nature's laws inevitably led to tragedy. Daedalus, rationality and the limits of wisdom. Daedalus represents the opposite of Icarus. He is a symbol of maturity, rational thinking, and an understanding of human limitations. His invention of the wings demonstrates the brilliance of the human mind and its capacity to solve complex problems. Yet, even his wisdom was insufficient to prevent Icarus's downfall. This highlights the role of mentors, parents, or teachers. They can guide and advise, but they cannot control the decisions of others. Daedalus teaches us to respect others' freedom to choose even when their choices lead to disaster. The wings, freedom, and its price. The wings crafted by Daedalus symbolize humanity's yearning for freedom and the desire to transcend physical and societal constraints. They represent a bridge between captivity and dreams. However, they also remind us that all achievements require careful handling and respect for their limitations. The destruction of the wings illustrates that reckless use of innovation or resources can lead to dire consequences. The sun, ambition, and the immutable laws of nature. In the myth, the sun plays a dual role. On one hand, it represents ambition and the allure of great dreams. On the other hand, it serves as a reminder of the forces of nature that are beyond human control. Icarus's ascent toward the sun demonstrates the danger of ignoring these immutable laws. It teaches humility and the importance of respecting boundaries that cannot be crossed. The sea, eternal memory of human tragedies. The sea that swallowed Icarus symbolizes the inevitability of human mortality and how nature becomes the keeper of our stories. The naming of the Icarian Sea here serves as a lasting reminder of the limits that should not be exceeded and the lessons left in the wake of tragedy. Conclusion. The myth of the flight and fall of Icarus remains as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. It's a story about balancing dreams with reality, courage with caution. Icarus teaches us that excessive ambition can lead to downfall, while Daedalus reminds us that wisdom and patience are keys to success. The story of Icarus is a powerful reminder that every flight begins with a dream. But to turn dreams into achievements, we must maintain balance and avoid letting them lead to our downfall. What do you think? Could Icarus's fall have been prevented? Who bore the greater responsibility, Icarus or Daedalus? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for exploring this fascinating myth with us. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos about myths and legends. Let us know in the comments how you interpret Icarus's story, and we'll see you in the next episode.